Hi everybody, so I thought I'd do a little video. So I've been reading my Salvations of Salt book, and it's very interesting of how we used to live on this planet with our natural minerals, but also, yeah, it's very old wording, the book is, so sometimes I have to reread it because it's not like our English, it's old English, which we are not very apparent with, and that's why I say I'm dyslexic, but I say it in the right way. Anyway, maybe it's the old English that I remember. Have we thought about that? Anyway, it got me thinking. I kept looking at the word liver, and when I was reading the book, because it's on about the liver and things about the liver, and then all of a sudden it hit me in the head. And I was like, well, if you take R off liver, it's actually live. And so maybe our liver is actually the expression of how do we live our life? So is our life toxic? So is the liver becoming toxic? Or became toxic, should I say, with me? With alcohol and the drink. Well, alcohol is the drink, but alcohol and the food, sorry, is what I wanted to say. Because what gets pumped into our organs, and the liver is a very big organ, and obviously if it's full of toxins like alcohol, it kills us. So the liver can kill us. So how are we living? How are we living? So my lifestyle has been all over the place, and I'm trying to make my life and my lifestyle at peace, calm, tranquility, try not to go outside of myself and be all over the place. And it's very much still kind of is, because I've got used to that way of living. I'm a lot more calmer, I have to say, and I'm not so much going out myself, but I still see it as, because I like to escape from self. So when we go to nature and keep going out and about, traveling and stuff like that, that's because I'm not going out partying. I'm not going out drinking anymore. I'm not escaping from self. So sometimes when we escape from self, we can use work, like an overload of work. And a lot of people do that. Even I did to start with, but now I know that because of my health, I'm like, well, and my well-being, well, work is stressful, and it makes me so stressful being in survival mode all the time, just because of a piece of paper, and it's quite sad. Are you? Start to break away the mold of the way of society believes of the paper. It is very hard to come to terms with, right, so I don't really want to live that way because it's slavery to me, and I'm not a slave no more. So my liver is becoming out of slavery, of a different way of living, of my liver, of my life is becoming more calm and stress-free. But yes, I still have the problem where, because I'm having a problem at the minute where something on my right side isn't really working properly. I think it's actually the gallbladder, But obviously the gallbladder and the liver are connected. Oh, it's just randomly a word of the gallbladder. Gall. Alright, we'll have to look at the gallbladder another day. But I'm looking at liver at the minute. So how am I living? Well, whatever is happening in my right side, it is telling me the stuff that I can't eat like I used to anymore. So what my right side does when I do eat it is it's causing inflammation and it throws it back into my stomach. So it's actually throwing a toxin in my actual stomach. It makes me want to throw up. One time I did actually make myself throw up because the toxin was that bad. But I'm not living my old way of drinking anymore in that toxin. So as my liver got better, and my body says, no, it hasn't. Because I've never fed it. I've never fed it what it needs to get better. And when people on herbalism and that like that, it's not about healing the body, it's about feeding your body, actually. It's about feeding what your body needs. It's not really about detoxing it or doing a massive cleanse where you back kill yourself, because the liver doesn't actually, it likes to cleanse, but it doesn't like the detox. Because when you detox, and a lot of people have detoxed me without letting me put nutrition in my body, it's about fucking killed me. And so don't detox. Just take out bits slowly and then refeed your body. Refeed it to what it needs to support it. Feeding the body goes a lot better. And to feed the liver is actually glutathione, like glutathione isn't really milk thistle or dandelion leaf. That's to aid it in support and nourish it, but feeding it is glutathione. So what foods does glutathione have in? Those kind of foods is going to feed your life, it's going to feed your liver. So also with the changing of life, I have wrote some questions down. It's like, how am I living? How can I aid my liver to live? What can I change to aid my liver to live? And then I'm going to do some journaling on that because I noticed that my liver wants me to write. It wants me to write something about the past. Maybe I can get it out in the video. But I know that it wanted me to cry earlier when I was talking to myself about this in my head. And it was very much, well, how am I trying to live now? I'm doing loads of things. I live on my own, single, trying to do my home, work, trying to do things with friends, family, which I don't see much anymore because of health and well-being, but also because of work. And I know that I've become addicted to work. Not because I have addiction problems, because I don't really. It was very easy for me to quit alcohol the second time and the first time, really. I don't really know why I went back on it. I think I don't know. Because I was very much well in 2017. I was at my peak. I kind of went a bit backwards. But maybe I need to look at how I was living then to how I'm living now. Because stress is the number one problem. The government likes to keep us stressed and in fear on purpose. So we pay their bills. So we pay the big P, the big pharma. So when we de-stress, we're not really paying the big pharma anymore. You're paying yourself. And it isn't paying yourself by that piece of paper either. It's paying yourself with peace, with gratitude, with love that you've never had before in your life, and happiness. Because that is actually the richness of life and the richness to live. So it's about putting that richness of peace and happiness, wealth is health, back to your liver. So your liver can live and you can live with your liver. So, how are you living with your liver? I have made some notes of also doing, I'm going to sit, this is like before lunch, have some water, or in that water maybe have dandelion root, milk thistle, and the Ayurveda one for liver is actually kanduchi. And kanduchi is really good. I actually liked that more than the dandelion and milk thistle on my liver. And vitamin C as well. But glutathione foods, and glutathione you can get in a supplement, which when I have had that, I have noticed some changes with it. So, and I want to sit and do affirmations with my liver. Like actually talk to my liver and say, hey, hello, my beautiful liver. How are you doing today? What would you like me to do with you today? Just sit in peace and tranquility and love myself. And that's all my liver wants, really, is getting back into peace with my lifestyle. So liver is all about lifestyle and lifestyle living. How can you change it to make it better for yourself? I don't think about the green paper. Just think about yourself. That green paper will come in afterwards when you're happy. Because then you'll be able to see what kind of job you really want to be and do for others. But right now my life's been all about, for the last 11 years, should I say, 11, is about me healing me, not really about being a successful in life with the paper. It's actually to come back to basics of healing me, my trauma, and I have a very different life to what people would actually get and understand. And it is very hard because I struggle with that paper. I struggle with not being able to buy for my health and well-being, and the car's broke, I've got no money to pay for it. But then I have friends and family that can. I try and pay them back, but I never get to pay them back because I never get the paper. It's very hard. But I just wanted to make this video about the liver, and that I'm going to be sitting with my liver and transmuting it back into happiness so it can work properly and perfectly and be perfectly well and be perfectly fine, because I'm allowed to be perfect, because my body needs to be perfect so it can run properly. So I also understand that a lot of people don't actually look after their gums, mouth, tongue and teeth. and that is for a different video. So, catch me soon. If you want to work with me with body coaching therapy, please get in touch. It's an amazing, transformational 8-week program of learning the body, who you are, energy, and releasing some of that old baggage that you might be hanging on to that made you sick in the first place. So, take care, everyone. Chat soon. Bye.